Hello, everybody. My name is Gareth Kersey. I'm on the organizing team here at IaCConf and the marketing team at Spacelift, who funds and makes this possible. Really excited to welcome you all to today's IaCConf Spotlight. Love seeing the activity, pretty good global representation in the chat already. So really excited. I also want to say thank you to my colleague Gabriella, who's on the backstage helping with speakers and logistics. She's on the organizing team as well and the Spacelift marketing team. So thank you, Gabriella. We've got a great topic agenda here today with 3 sessions. Good mix of people who have already been to an IaCConf event before, but also a lot of people where this is maybe your first IaCConf event. And so I want to just do a quick introduction about what IaCConf is. We had our first event in May 25. We found that we thought there was a gap in the market in terms of something specific to infrastructure as code for conferences. Obviously, lots of great DevOps, cloud native, platform engineering conferences, but a gap in something specific to infrastructure as code. And so that's what we set out to build. We had our first event May 25. We did a spotlight focused in security in August. We had our first in-person meetup in Atlanta alongside KubeCon in November. And here we are today with our second spotlight focused on AI and IaC. And with over 5,000 members now across all those events. So again, thank you to everyone who's joined, and we're really excited to what we can do in 2026. After each one of these events, we ask, what did you like? What do you want to see improved? What type of content do you want to see? These events are built for all of you in the audience, and all of these presentations are sourced from call for presenters. These are the top topics. So AI and IaC was a big one, not surprising, and that's why we're doing this today. The August spotlight we did in security, that's up on the YouTube channel. You can go watch that. Open source tooling, Terraform modules. One underlying thing across everything, though, was people want to hear real stories, how people are actually doing this in production. And so that's what we're set out to do today. So here are the 3 sessions with 4 speakers that we've got lined up. And again, everything is focused on that intersection of AI and IaC. So first, Jakub is going to bring us, he's a senior cloud architect from Danske Bank. He's going to talk about conversational IaC with AWS MCP servers. Sumant and Sesh are from Equifax. They've got a really interesting story around the problems they were having, a couple of use cases they identified, and increasing IaC module adoption with AI-powered prompts. And then Karthi, a senior SRE from Adapar, is going to round us out. He's got the AI Decision Trust framework. So a framework that he's built and applied to Adapar, and a couple of demo videos of how that framework kind of goes into action. So those are the speakers for today, 3 sessions. Each session is 40 minutes, 30 minutes of content, 10 minutes of Q&A. So we're really excited for these guys to show you what they've got. Real quick on the platform. So we use a platform called Goldcast to run all this. You're on the stage. There's just a single track for today's event. You can go to the agenda to go read the descriptions for those 3 sessions. You can go check out Spacelift and see what's on offer from Spacelift in that part of the navigation, and then go meet the speakers. If you want to connect on LinkedIn, you can do that through that section. I think everyone's found the chat on the right. You'll also see there's Q&A. So once we get into those 3 sessions, ask questions in there. We'll mark them for follow-up in the live Q&A section. That is always really engaging. It also spurs some good ideas for content and future talks that we could go source. So definitely encourage everyone to be active in the Q&A if you've got questions and ideas. And then real quick, before we wrap up this intro and tie it over to Jakub, just what's in store for 2026. So for anyone who's in Europe, if you're heading to KubeCon Europe in March in Amsterdam, we will be doing an in-person event there. So we'll be releasing the details over the next couple of weeks and how to register. Our second annual event, IaCConf 2026, will take place May 14th. Last year we had 13 sessions for that, going to have at least 13, probably more over 2 tracks this year. And we'll be releasing the call for presenters. So if you want the opportunity to present, that's a great place to do that. And then lastly, just like we had saw, there's a bit of a gap in communities and conferences specific to infrastructure as code. We had the idea of adding this to the community of having a job listing board. So if you want to find that next opportunity or looking to get into maybe your first list or job position working with infrastructure as code, that could be a great value to the community. So that's enough for me on the intro. We are now ready to head over to the main content. Once I end this and we start the next one, you'll be automatically shifted over. If you get lost at any point, you could always go to the agenda and add yourself to the sessions there. Thanks again, and look forward to having you all listen to the content.